are destined and they've been written upon their soul that they are mahfuz and guarded to be with Sayyidina Mahdi salam. And the Dajjal is a person of reality, he's a real individual and he has a government that's already been established and his way is established, and he's the counter of Allah's who and their who. They have their own who with their own logos and they have their eye on everything and they put their logo taweez on everything, so that to show their allegiance to him. They have that same logo in all over the world, even religious places that are supposedly Muslim carry that logo because they've given themselves to that reality. Those whom are waiting for Sayyidina Mahdi they don't use that logo, so they have nothing to do with Dajjal. So these are the realities that are already upon this earth and they're waiting, and most important is to die with intention of waiting. Ya Rabbi, that I may get there or I may not get there, it doesn't matter. My intention is to be with Sayyidina Mahdi to live a life in which to prepare for the arrival of Sayyidina Mahdi which requires immense muhabbat, love and good character. And the majority of people who will be following Sayyidina Mahdi are not Muslim. And all awliyaullah will come and tell you that the majority, and you can look at a video from Shaykh Adnan. When he was asked he said, no, the majority of people won't be Muslim because the Muslims won't believe, and the Muslims have an arrogance in their character that make them to think that they are exceptional people, they are great people, and that as soon as they get the understanding of Sayyidina Mahdi they will come against him. And we see that in all our zawiyas and all of the religious places of tariqas, they're filled with non-Muslims, and that's a sign. Because the Muslim says, oh I have to sit with these people, I already pray. Oh I have to do these things, I do Ramadan. But you may not be doing it correctly and you may not be doing it with the real and the right understanding in which Allah wants. And then who do you see coming to all these zawiyas? Are the different people of different faiths and different backgrounds. Because if they have just a drop of Allah's love means then Allah has given them a drop of faith. If anyone has love in their heart, like real sincere caring love, this is the greatest grant that Allah can give. When Allah gives from His muhabbat and love into the heart of a servant, He has granted them now faith. Because that love will nourish and blossom into immense realities. But there can be somebody praying all day long, give the zakat, make 10 hajj, all these things, they don't have a drop of love in their heart. You see it in their character, their fierceness in how they fight, just their whole wujood is just they're so into what they've done, and whatever they did didn't result in Allah's muhabbat and love, means Allah hasn't blessed them and dressed them with this drop of light and faith. Because faith and love are equal. Anyone whom has been granted a love, it's a grant from Allah, and that love is the drop of faith that if it becomes nourished then becomes immense. Those servants may be hidden all around the earth, could be a Buddhist on a mountain, could be Jewish person in the city, could be Christian person in the desert, could be anywhere, and the majority of them won't be Muslim. Because you see already how the Muslims are acting. They're against even the teachings, they don't want to talk about energy, they don't want to talk about light, they don't want to talk about any reality, as if everything now is just becoming what do you call in their language, just rituals and not based on faith. So whom Allah guides in the last days, Allah is guiding. Allah inshaAllah include all of us in that ocean of love and muhabbat, love of Sayyidina Muhammad, that love of Sayyidina Muhammad and the immense love of Ahlul Bayt is a sign for people who don't talk and don't mention their love of Ahlul Bayt. How would they possibly be following Sayyidina Mahdi when he's the king of the Ahlul Bayt? He's the grandson of Imam al-Husayn, the grandson of Imam Ali, the grandson of Sayyidah Fatimah, coming from that immense lineage. this grandson is appearing. If you're